Jury selection for the criminal trial of Sean Diddy Combs has been delayed. The music mogul has pleaded not guilty to charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Sean Diddy Combs on trial for his freedom. But his legal trouble won't end regardless of the verdict in his criminal case.
My clients will be ecstatic if and when he's convicted guilty and behind bars. But the next step in their healing process is to get accountability for what happened to them.
Attorney Andrew Van Arsdale represents dozens of Combs accusers who've already sued the embattled music mogul. He tells CNN exclusively he believes he has more than 400 potential claims, some alleging sexual assault. That would be a stunning addition to the more than 60 cases Combs already faces. He denies all wrongdoing in those cases and has pleaded not guilty to the criminal charges.
Where we can file, when we can put forward an actionable claim within statute of limitations, we are going to be doing that.
400 cases. I believe you filed dozens, but nowhere near 400, not even anywhere near 100. Does this mean that you plan to file 400 individual claims against Sean Combs?
Yes, we do.
He says some of his civil clients have cooperated with federal authorities in the criminal case and could testify in Combs' trial.
This is an opportunity they maybe thought they never had, in the fact that they see the system working.
Van Arsdale's firm operates a call center out of Montana that takes in and vets potential accusers. He says the center received over 15,000 calls claiming varying degrees of mistreatment by Combs. Those were filtered down to what Van Arsdale believes are 400 potential cases. He filed his previous suits with co-counsel Tony Busby, who has been a target of Combs' defense.
Now, Diddy's defense has called you and attorneys representing other civil accusers an ambulance chaser. They say, why do you have a call center? Why are you putting a 1-800 number behind your face at a press conference? What do you say to that?
I appreciate what you're trying to do to defend your client. But at the end of the day, if your client did these things, if your client sexually assaulted people against their will, he's liable under the law.
But Combs' team has seized on inconsistencies in at least 2 of the civil cases.
I was screaming. I was telling him to stop.
One, based on an interview that a male client of Van Arsdale's did with CNN, who gave details that didn't match his lawsuit, including the year he alleges he was drugged and sexually assaulted by Combs at one of his so-called white parties.
The filing error that was corrected right away.
Van Arsdale says this clerical mistake was corrected and refiled. Combs' attorneys pushed back, calling it a bogus case. Another claim against Combs and Jay-Z was withdrawn by the accuser after Jay-Z fiercely denied her claims. Van Arsdale said the Jane Doe was not prepared for the intense public scrutiny she faced. Jay-Z countered with a defamation suit against Jane Doe and her primary attorney, Busby.
You and your co-counsel, Tony Busby, despite these inconsistencies, you do believe your clients and you believe their core allegations.
We believe our clients. We believe our core allegations.
Van Arsdale says he knows not all cases he says he's working on will see the inside of a courtroom, but he's confident Combs' criminal case won't be the last time he'll be facing accusers in court.
These brave men and women that have come forward are allowing that message to be sent. It 100% should have a chilling effect. If people are operating this way, those days are done.